Tang on the right.
These kids have been fencing since 9 a.m. this morning.
9 a.m. this morning?
9 a.m. was when this event went off.
How many hours of fencing is that?
It is, let's see, 5 and a half, 5 and a quarter, 5 and 3/4.
It's a marathon and not a sprint.
Well, they've taken off.
Now let's see, we talked earlier about where people take their opponent on the strip. Ghedini backing up sort of immediately. And Tang walking down the strip with them. Even if you know your opponent, you still are going to feel them out to see if they've got some strategy up their sleeve.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny that we're seeing on Terry Tang the same kind of socks that we saw earlier on another one of the women fencers. I wonder if they're siblings and they switched the purple and the blue mix.
Or it's a club.
Or it's a club. It's a club, maybe.
And Ghedini with the flesh. We hadn't seen too many of those yet today. It's
Yeah.
on target.
We saw a lot of fleshes yesterday in Y10 men's epee.
Which is funny.
And it's interesting. So just looking at patterns is what I always look at in a match. Ghedini going back first. There's a power post. And Tang going forward. And interesting just to see. Oh, and see, actually, look, Tang changed right away there. He went back, and Ghedini takes the bait. I won't say the bait, but the post off target. Sort of the opposite in saber. Someone gives you the distance, you're going to obviously take it. But now, so it looks like both of these guys, and Jerry's walking forward.
Why did he walk back?
Well, I mean, Ghedini has been going back, scored his point, and there's a counterattack. You feel like this almost becomes
it's
a
like
battle.
Grace Bang.
Well, yeah, a battle of like, okay, Ghedini scored both his points there. So if I'm coaching Jerry Tang, I'm telling him, well, you know what? Let's make Ghedini come after us. Looked like Tang started to do that, but now he's pushing his attack again. And we've got Ghedini on the end of the strip, and ooh, beautiful hit off target. But I love those touches. Where
Yeah.
I don't know how foil fencers are able to do that with their arms.
Those are beautiful. They do lots of arm stretches.
Terry Tang. Thank you, Lisa. Sure. And wow, how did he get that repost? I don't know if we'll see that on replay, but
yeah, let's see that on replay.
He was just like stuck on the ground there. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, that's the off target, I think. That's our off target.
Nice.
But that last
Still
hit.
cool.
So, you know, Ghedini's up 3-0. Terry Tang's been, again, on this left side of the strip with him. Again, I always go by where am I getting my touches, where am I not. Oh, and there we go. And there he lands his attack, but you're still going, I've got, 25% success rate. I'm going down the strip. And now
it's
Terry
switching.
backing up a little bit.
Yeah. We saw Ghedini fence a really, really exciting bout
and wow,
right
let's see
before
if she
this.
awards this point. It could be that you're allowed one repost when your opponent's going by you, but if she felt like she missed it first, then she doesn't have to award the point, I think. And now I think, yes, we're calling for a video. So basically, his coach Alberto has asked for a video that it was just one swipe. So that's what we're looking for, and this is our different replay here. On that touch. And yes, he does get the repost.
Wow.
So again, my odds here, my percentages here are Ghedini's scoring 80% on defense. And we haven't seen yet if he can attack, right? So, but now Terry getting more aggressive and Tang off target. So I guess there's two ways to go here. You get more aggressive with your attack if you're Tang, or you lay back and see if Ghedini can attack you. You still have plenty of time left, right? You got 2 periods and the end of this one. And wow.
And lots of points.
They
still
completely
to come.
passed each other there.
I could not do that with my arm. I don't know how they do that.
We've only really seen Tang make Ghedini chase him 1 or 2 times in this bout so far. But we still have, like you said, a lot of time left to see what other changes can be made.
And counter repost off target there from Tang. And attack off target from Tang. Down to our final 7 seconds. We'll see if Tang takes a risk here. Ghedini is definitely sticking to what he's doing.
The time runs out.
So you asked me earlier how big an impact is strip coach making. I think this is about where it can make a difference. I mean, if I'm seeing my fencer immediately lose 2 or 3 points on defense, I at least got to challenge Ghedini to attack me, right? Like, and foil a little bit different because you've got the time, but in the first period, I think I'd want to see, like, let's see what he can do, because maybe you're going to score more points on defense. Maybe not.
Right,
But we haven't really seen a situation where Tang has taken him to his side of the strip where he's, you know, making Ghedini like land an attack. Of course, when you're up in foil, you don't have to attack. So but I think in the first period, you've got to have a little bit of time, and even just to see if your opponent is going to do that. Now, if I'm Ghedini's coach, I'm saying more of the same, but maybe just preparing for, like, it's possible your opponent's going to come back and do this. So I think it's reinforcing what's working.
Meanwhile, Tang has one of his fellow fencers from Star Fencing Academy as his coach. He was out on the strip with him.
Do you think a strategy for Tang, if Ghedini is going to keep going backwards, is to attack from further away to not risk these counterattacks?
I mean, it's certainly something different. You've got to change what you're doing if you've done the same thing and you're just getting if you're scoring anything below 50%. So there we go, Tang with the reprise there. And actually a little bit of what you just said. He was a little bit further away when he started his attack. Yeah, we talk about this in Saber. If you're too close when you launch your attack, it's easy to counterattack.
I guess like that Einstein quote I said yesterday, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is insanity. And sometimes we can go a little insane in fencing.
And now, interesting, like Ghedini just attacked, right? So Tang had landed a reprise attack, and don't know if it was a change of pace. Like sometimes you give your fencer, hey, listen, you're gonna have a little change of pace, but then go back to what you're doing.
Yeah, throw something else in there just to see. Yeah, now Ghedini's on the attack. Ooh.
The behind the back.
Nice.
But it didn't work, so.
It looked pretty, though.
It did look good.
It'll make a good picture.
Yeah.
No matter what. You know, some of our Olympians hit incredible moves.
I was just going to say, Lee Kiefer always seems to have her hand behind her shoulder.
Yeah. So, I mean, as a foil fencer, you do practice that, right? They practice, like, going by someone. They practice over the shoulders, through the legs. That's all stuff
that's legal.
It's legal.
Through the legs.
And when you get close, you got to do it. Let's see what she calls here. Simultaneous.
Wow.
I had my Saber hat on during that touch. I would have given it to Ghedini if they had sabers in their hands, but simultaneous is the call.
When they pass each other, like we've seen kind of right there, at what point does the referee stop the bout when they've passed each other after scoring, if they don't score a point?
The defender gets one repost, so
okay.
I've seen people pretty far and they spin around and shoot the handout. Once you miss that repost, then that's it. If you hit the second one, it's no touch.
Interesting.
On the attacking side, though, like once you're passed, you cannot score. So you're pretty much going to get hit or not get hit at that point if you miss that right there.
Oh.
The only person that can score that point is Ghedini when he's past him. Tang misses attack. He's past his opponent, so Ghedini gets the ability to repost. They're almost like been reversed a couple times here.
Yeah. We're only in the second period at 1:26.
And there's Ghedini with a counterattack. And I saw his coach kind of pointing to a target area he wanted him to go, and that's right where Ghedini went, right underneath the arm.
It worked. Off target.
Tang, again, going for the flick on that one.
They are passed.
I've never seen a foil bout with so many passes like that. Is that normal?
I mean, it really depends on the fencers, but if they're, they're both been fleshing a bit, so if you don't hit that flesh, you're going on by. That's
right.
what old school saber fencing, you basically fleshed and ran by your opponent.
Yeah. I'm sure there are a lot more injuries that way, though.
Let's see if she awards the repost, and Ghedini gets it.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, Tang is pretty much going to be forced to attack here.
Yeah.
I mean, if he waits it out, there's really no reason for Ghedini to attack. Looks like it's going to be a power repost. So we're at 8-2. So now you're just in a tough spot, right? You got to do something which is not scoring you points. So really, it's can I attack in a different way at this point? Or is there going to be a moment?
He got too close.
And every time he goes in, he runs the risk of
too close.
Getting too close and getting scored on.
So at this point, you sort of say it's like Ghedini's about to win unless Tang can really start landing attacks, or, there is a psychology of the break, so it's possible. We see this in Sabre all the time. You think you're about to win, or I'm going to win, and you just you stop thinking about strategy and points and just start thinking about, I got to score this next one. But so far Ghedini showed a lot of poise, just staying in what he's able to do, and that's really actually what the best fencers do. Is you stay in your game. You don't let anyone knock you out of it.
Chris Chaney said that today when we were talking about discipline and not letting emotions or losing some touches change what you set out to do.
And that won't be Ghedini's point because he passed Tang on that point. It was only Tang who get the repost on that touch.
Okay. I've learned something new today.
I'm glad one saber fencer can educate another.
Yeah, in foil.
And a power post, 10-2. We're under 5 seconds here. And sometimes I'll just walk away and salute at the end here, but no.
Yeah.
And Ghedini actually pushing a flush there. And you see them. So obviously, Tang is in a very difficult spot heading into this third period. His attack is not working.
He's down.
Yeah.
Just down.
And you're pretty much forced to attack. Although, again, there is so much psychology to this that, that's why you see, like, if there's a touch that can rattle, Ghedini, there's always ways to run off points. But Ghedini showed a lot of poise in this bout. He's really stuck so far to what he's doing. That last touch right before the break was the first time I really saw him sort of break out of that pattern.
He threw it in the mix. Yeah.
So again, I'm sure Ghedini's coach is just telling him more of the same. Like, do not change what you're doing. Keep staying back. You're scoring. He's scoring 80% on his defense. So there's really no need to attack, and let's see what happens here after the break. Again, both of these fencers have fenced great today. Both had to beat a very strong field. And sometimes just run to someone that you have a hard time hitting. Even you see great attackers against certain opponents all of a sudden can struggle if the defender has a feel for their attack.
Yeah.
So Terry Tang is 10th on the national rolling point standings for men's foil Y12. He's not on the Y14 list, but he is 10th on the Y10, and then that makes him, he's 12, he's a 12-year-old. And Luca Ghedini is 21 on the national list, also 12. So these kids are fencing up and doing a fine job of it.
Nice. I feel like the first touch after a break is really telling as to kind of the flow and what is going to happen for the rest of the bout.
And hello for joining us. This is the Youth-14 men's finals. I'm Tim Morehouse here with Jillian Harrell and Lisa Marsh. We've been with you, and you guys have really been with them all day.
All day, yesterday
Since 9 a.m.
I joke you need 10,000 hours, right, to get good at something. Well, you guys got in about 20 hours of fencing commentary in the last 2 days.
We're almost there.
We just need about 9,000 more.
Yeah.
9,900 more hours.
Tim, do you have 9,000 more competitions for us to talk?
We may, we'll see what happens. And there we go. Tang gets the first point at parry repost.
Oh,
so
look at that.
According to my theory, I think that's looking good for Terry Tang if that's the first touch.
Let's see what happens.
Out of the break.
I think the Columbia coach, Michael Offertig, had
he has a theory like that as
a
well.
whole thing about in Sabre the first touch after the 8-minute break and the importance of it. Even if the score, you're down 8-4, there's like a huge swing that can happen, especially around the first point after the break.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. There's something
it's
to
the mental
it.
thing,
So they're Tang on the attack, another counterattack. And I really like, our fencers, you got to really track where you're scoring. It's one of the most important things you can do. Where do I get my points? Where am I not getting my points?
Yeah.
You got to do more of what's getting you points and less of what's not. And obviously, keep developing your game where you're not getting points. But, when you're at the end of a battle, like it's 12-12 or 13-13, you should have a really good sense of where you're scoring at that point. And in fencing, it is about patterns.
And he's got another point.
Yeah.
Yep.
We talked to a lot of kids yesterday who said they loved math, and that was their favorite subject in school. And I feel like that's interesting because math is about patterns as well. And so if you're able to be in tune with that in fencing and notice what people are doing in what order and using that tactical wheel, it can be really helpful.
And I think Tang will get this attack. Yes,
Nice.
he will.
Like it. Yes.
That was satisfying to watch.
I also think there's a point like when you feel like you're going to lose, it actually becomes you can become dangerous.
You've got nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Now
to
I
prove.
have nothing to now. Ghedini,
Yeah.
look, I mean, Ghedini was forced to sort of attack there, right? Like Tang's landed a few attacks now, so that was a good change of pace right there from Ghedini. But yeah, it becomes very dangerous, and as you're up 12-4, and then you could tell your opponent's body language is.
Forward and backward.
If they were wireless, they would just be able to spin around and keep going.
Yeah. Do you think wireless technology is next in fencing too?
Yes. Oh, and there's another attack from Tang. A little comeback here.
Wow.
He's got the clock against him now, but he's having his strongest showing so far here in this period.
The third period.
And there he goes again.
Again with the flesh. Good job.
And this is that exact moment. You're like, you know what?
I can do it.
And you can see his shoulders kind of relax that like you're down, and now he's just going. And look, you can see the body language of Ghedini on this. He's getting frustrated, right?
Yeah.
He's
His coach is
controlled
getting
this whole
frustrated.
bout. And you're getting a little bit nervous because you're like, I got this one, but there's
And
still
now he's
time.
attacking. He's trying something different.
It's a whole different match.
Yeah.
And if you're going to flesh, you're going to have a lot of touches left in this bout because in Sabre, we get a whole lot in when we're attacking. So Tang continuing to attack. Nope, that will not be his touch,
No,
though.
because he pat.
He's
Yeah.
wait.
Oh, he got
He's
it.
awarded the point. I think that's not.
Yeah, he's asking.
He's
Ghedini's asking
questioning
for
it.
video.
And his coach, rightfully so, I think is asking. I think this touch is going to come back. He was far past, Ghedini. But we've got a match on our hands now. Look,
Yeah.
like Tang at this point is just going for it.
In the bout.
Yep.
And
the
she
point
still got
stands.
it.
Okay.
Wow.
So you've got 2 replays. So Ghedini's got 1 left now. Tang has not used any replays.
Could use them all in the last
He's gotta
40 seconds.
move 'em
Look at his
fast.
body language now.
He's just
this
walking.
and that's going to be his attack.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
This is the psychology of sports.
I mean,
right?
did you see him? He just strolled up.
I've got nothing to lose is a dangerous fencer.
I love
I'm
him
sure
right
he forgot
now.
about the score, and he's just like, I'm going to just start doing some stuff here.
This is a whole case
I mean-
study in sports psychology.
Totally.
But
Go,
this happens
go.
all the time in sports, so here we go again.
He's just
There
walking.
he's going.
and
Oh,
attacks
he
and
missed.
misses.
Time is
He's
not
got
on his
24
side.
seconds left, but you can get a lot of flushes in 24 seconds. So, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And
Terry
Tang
Tang.
misses the first repost and then hits the second. So just to come back to this, if I'm Ghedini, I'm trying to take my time now. Now's not the time to just go, go, go.
Yeah.
Right? You got to take a little break, a little breather.
Terry Tang doesn't think that.
And Ghedini lands. That's
Ghedini comes back.
big touch. You hear him yell out. You know, that was a really important touch right there.
And he
off
comes
target.
off target.
13 more seconds.
Let's see who she gives it. She's calling
Calling
simultaneous.
it out.
And Ghedini's coach is calling for simultaneous. So I have a philosophy generally that it's not a good idea to ask for a video on simultaneous. I have done it.
I agree.
But the value is half. And you have the risk here of Tang getting the for the video and the other guy. Let's see, 11 seconds left. Parry. Ooh. So now we're going to see Tang has to go. 8.7 left.
It looks like Ghedini's injured.
Ghedini looks hurt.
He's holding his hand there. I see Tang coming to apologize. Probably got whacked on the hand with the blade on that off-target one.
Right.
In case you're wondering, the referee is just asking him to get back on the strip.
we need
You
medical?
have to stay on the strip.
Okay. I
Okay.
don't have the microphone. Who's got the microphone?
Right
Here it is.
over
Hold on, I
there.
got it.
And I will be doing double duty here. Medical to the final strip, please. Medical to the final strip.
This is the most dramatic.
I know. Well, now this gives Ghedini a little extra time.
To rest.
There's about 13 seconds left in the bout, but
Well, we got 8.7.
8.71.
oh, 8.7. Okay. Some extra time passed.
Ghedini's.
A lot can still happen in this time, but when they do come back, Tang is going to have to, attack with
Yeah.
these flushes.
Ooh.
And hope that he hits. He's going to have to hit, you know.
If Tang manages to win this one in 8 seconds, that would be really
I have
Miraculous.
seen
You've
all
seen
sorts
crazy
of
things?
comebacks. There has been all sorts. It's the odds are against you here.
yeah.
But if we think about where this match was, I think we're at like 12-4, 12-5.
I'm telling you, this is like one of the most exciting matches that we've seen today.
anything is possible.
Yeah.
That's also why you don't give up, right? I
Yeah.
mean, there's a difference between I have nothing to lose, so I'm going to go try something, and this guy beat me. I've seen the other end too, where okay.
So
I'm
I wonder if he
down,
got cut. No, it looks like he got the spray, the freezing spray on his finger, and now she's going to tape it.
How do you think you can instill the I've got nothing to lose mindset from the start of the bout to the end of the bout instead of just when you actually are losing?
I mean, that's the trick of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes
right.
you see students who they make their first big result, right? They're the underdog. They're fighting, and then the next tournament they're like, I'm supposed to do something. And when you're fencing with I'm supposed to do something, it becomes very difficult. That's the pressure. Ghedini's like, I'm supposed to win now. I'm up 12-4.
Right.
On the other end, Tang's like,
I got nothing to lose.
I've seen people give up though too. The better way to go is I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something, which is the approach he's taking. So we should see right after this break, Tang is going to have to go. He's probably got just enough time for 4 or 5 attacks, maybe,
Off
if
target.
Ghedini goes back.
And off target. It's just flesh time.
Whoa!
And
No.
we're down to 3. So
He
now,
was literally running like he was
Yes.
going to fly.
almost better if he hits off target, right?
Oh!
That will not be a
But
point.
that was
That doesn't
that
count.
was from
Yes,
behind.
actually a dangerous action
Yeah,
there.
because the back of the head is open.
And that will be the bout. Ghedini is our
wow.
Youth-14
What
foil
an
champion.
Excellent bout.
Oh, they
We're
gave each
gonna-
other a hug.
We're going to get him over here for an interview.
I kind of want to talk to
Would
Terry
you-
Tang
want
as
them-
well.
Would you mind
I
grabbing
want
him?
them both
Yeah.
to come over.
Yeah.
We'll
separately.
get Ghedini, and then we will see if we can get Tang to talk about that bout. Quite a comeback from
That bout was
Ghedini there.
fantastic.
And I'm just going to announce the medal ceremony,
Right.
which will be starting in 5 minutes.
This
Ladies
is
and gentlemen,
incredible.
medal ceremony for
That
Youth
was an
14
incredible bout.
foil.
Probably the
Will
most
be
dramatic
5
bout we've
minutes
seen
on the
today.
clock. If you were in the top
I mean,
8 of
I will say
Youth-14
the
men's
women's
foil,
bout this morning was with 13-14, 14-15 was pretty good. But this one, the comeback that we saw from Terry Tang, so close, yet not quite far enough, but amazing stamina, amazing tenacity that he showed, which is nice to see.
And we'll see if Jillian can corral him.
Mr. Ghedini, come to us, come to us. And once we speak to him, we will have a medal ceremony, 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes or so. And then we'll see what's happening over on the with the other events that are still happening.
All right, we're about to get our Youth-14 men's foil champion in here. Come right here.
Come on in. Why don't we take your? Why don't? Here. You want to take that?
Slide on in, foil and all here.
Ask him about his mindset.
We slide a little closer for us.
Slide a little closer.
All right.
Oh, these microphones are cool.
Aren't they nice? It
Very
sounds
cool.
good.
We're here with the champ.
Luca Ghedini,
How's
Way
it
of the
feel?
Sword.
Gold medal. You're the
Good.
second gold medalist from Way of the Sword here.
Yeah.
How does it feel to win a tournament?
It feels really good. You know, it's just like that sense of accomplishment, you know, just feels amazing.
Did you have a strategy going into that bout? It looked like you were looking to do a little defense early and started working. Like, what was your plan going into the bout?
Yeah, so I was just going to defend and then wait until he attacks on counter post. But that worked until then.
It worked for quite a while, and then in the third quarter, in the third period, Terry came back.
Yeah, I think I got tired.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were talking about the psychology of a match. You know, you were ahead. You felt like you were winning, I assume. And then, you know, all of a sudden, he realized he was probably not going to win and just turned it on, right? He had
Yeah.
nothing to lose, and you had everything to lose because at that point you were ahead.
Yeah.
How are you seeing that coming at you?
I'm just like trying to tell myself it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna win. You know, try to do everything I can to.
Yeah.
Have you ever been interviewed after winning a fencing tournament before?
Oh no, I have never.
That's what's on right now. We're showing
That's
highlights.
your highlights.
If you're watching, you're
Nice.
listening.
Wow.
We've got we're just
Luca
looking at
Ghedini.
A few highlights with Luca.
who was our gold medalist for Y-14 men's foil, and you were a Y-12 fencer.
Yeah.
So you're just fencing up, just for fun,
Yeah.
and you're doing a good job. Is this your first Y-14 gold medal?
Yeah. I think so.
Impressive.
Now tell us what's next for you this season. What's your next tournament?
I think Neil Lazar.
Neil Lazar is looking at mom. We're asking his next tournament. She's
Mom's
giving thumbs
confirming. Mom's confirming.
Moms and dads do a lot for their fencers. We would
Yeah.
not be here without them.
The
let
cup.
me- what is? Oh yes, and this is not your cup, but this
Oh.
is what you will be getting as a gold
Wow.
medalist. It's the 9-state cup.
Wow, that's cool.
It is. It's cool.
Will you bring that to school this week?
No.
No. Do you tell your teachers about fencing? Or are you like, I'm a fencing champ?
Sometimes.
Now, will you drink out of this?
No.
Oh, come on.
Yesterday, my friend drank Powerade out of it.
Fantastic. That's great. That's good
So-
stuff.
What does your coach tell you at the break usually? Like, what helps you when you're at the break?
He just tells me stuff I need to do, and it's mostly yelling at me. But you know, he's pretty helpful. He tells me like what to do. You know, stay calm, be focused, and yeah.
And that's staying calm, staying focused, always great advice. Luca, we want to thank you for coming in here. We're going to do the medal ceremony in a second.
Okay.
So we'll give you a moment to throw on your Way of the Sword jacket. We're going to need to get a picture of you because there'll be an article where
Okay.
all our champions
Yeah.
getting a little press release online. And congratulations again on the gold medal. If you've been watching at home, thank you. This is our Youth-14 boys champion right here, Luca Ghedini, coming to a
Congratulations.
national tournament
Thank you.
near you, and I'm sure summer nationals as well. I think you've probably locked up qualifying for Youth-14 with this win today. So
hope I did.
congratulations. We'll wave to Mom over there.
Hi, Mom.
And we're going to go do a medal ceremony, right? I will
Okay.
let Lisa take you here. I see your teammate. We got Jordan. Come over here. We got the two
Hey.
The Way of the Sword.
The Way of the Sword gold
medalist
medalists.
right here. Look.
We are very lucky.
You guys did a great job this weekend, all right?
Yep.
He said he's gonna beat you though. He said he's gonna beat you though. I'm
Look
gonna
out.
start trouble in the club.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna take you. You're scared of him.
I hope your finger feels better.
Thank you.
All right, good luck. I'm kidding, by the way. We don't want to start trouble with the club.
Oh, we're gonna back out here.
All right, Lisa, I'm gonna let you do this question, and then I'll
I've
let
got
you.
your
We'll get this medal ceremony going.
medal ceremony.
Can I give you the mic for the medal ceremony?
Oh, do I have to do that as well?
Oh yes,
Do you wanna,
I'm
you're
running
gonna
to
stay
Saber.
on?
I'm running to Saber.
Okay, so who's gonna be
So
online?
we're gonna take a little break because I don't think we have a matchup here right now. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes.
And thank you guys for watching the Youth-14 Men's Foil Finals. I'm Tim Morehouse here with Lisa Marsh. And I hope you've been enjoying watching some fencing here at the 9-State Cup in Stamford, Connecticut at our Chelsea Piers location.
All right, we'll see you soon.
We'll be back.